I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Talking Dicks. Dicks. Talking. Two Dicks. From the web series, The Two Dicks. We're not working. We're not filming. We're just talking. That's the thing. He's in Studio City, Al Ducharme. I'm Al Romas, Tampa, Florida. And we're talking. How are you, Al? What's happening?
I'm doing well, but we're not. You said we're not working. We actually did pump out a new episode that we released on our Patreon page, and only Patreon members are allowed to see it at this point. They get the first look, but there's also other content, interviews. No one else will get to see except for them. And thank you for your support. And some of them have received their coasters and mugs. Where's my mug? I'm missing my mug.
Where is your mug?
I think it's around the corner, but I'm good.
It's like being out of uniform.
It is out of uniform.
You got to have your mug at the ready.
I know. Look at all the mugs you have here. For crying out loud.
You got to move some mugs. Anybody, you need a mug.
I've been moving the mugs. I've been moving the mugs. I have the post person come to my door and take them away, and it's kind of neat.
We've seen the video,
I know,
sir.
but it's still happening, and it's working out.
Look at this.
Wow,
beauty.
Are you turning a new leaf?
It fell in between my house, and I collected it, and it's nice. It smells like it smells like Easter.
Are you trying to compete with my?
It smells like I think it smells like Easter, maybe.
Are you trying to compete with my pine cone story from the last episode?
Oh yeah, well this one's got live bugs on it. There's bugs everywhere on this goddamn thing.
It looks like Eve swung by for a little party with you.
Yeah, man.
All right.
But yeah, I saw that, and I thought that would be funny. Okay, well, they're not all, like Groucho said, they're not all gems.
They're not all gems. But you have been performing live. You've done a handful of shows. Your next one is going to be mid-October, you said?
I'll be at Vero Beach with Catherine Maloney in October.
I know Catherine Maloney.
2 nights.
She's funny.
You know Catherine?
She's funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. New Yorker.
Yeah.
Living down in Tampa now, and so we'll be down there. It's the Riverside Theater, and it's 4 shows, two Friday, 2 Saturday. So
good for you, man.
We'll see how that goes. Well, who knows? You know what I mean? By October,
I'm a little envious because I have not performed on a live stage since March 14th.
Oh my God!
I've only done a couple of Zoom performances, which were. And I've done a lot of podcasting, and we've done our Talking Dicks vlogcast, podcast, videocast, and we shot one episode. This is number 42. This is volume 42.
I mean, actually, we did Alligator Dicks, we did a commercial, we did a full East-West Dicks, and then we've done 2 of these a week, every week, plus
2 interviews.
Some other interviews.
We've done 3 interviews. And right after this, we're actually doing a 4th interview with comedian Tom Cotter from AGT. Special guest. Yes. And that's only going to be available on
the Patreon. Hit it up, folks. It's you're getting like I said, the episode is up there. No one has seen the episode other than Patreon members, and we got the Pat Godwin interview, 30 minutes or so with Pat. We got Helen Keeney, and then we'll be adding Tom Cotter to the mix. All available on the Patreon for $5 or $10 or $25 or $50, whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want to do. Also, if you look in the history of the Talking Dicks volumes, you'll be able to see interviews with Artie Januario, who was in one of our episodes, along with Bernadette Pauley, who was in our Atlantic City episode that we shot down there. So have a look. Go through our library. Poke around. We try to keep them in the 15-minute range because we don't expect you to commit to an hour, hour and a half at this juncture. But we appreciate you popping in, right?
Yes, we try to keep them, I know how people watch things.
Yeah.
And, we're lucky if we can keep some eyes on something for 2 or 3 minutes.
We're happy.
And I'm the same way. I'll watch a video and then I'll bail, but I'll go back sometimes and continue it or whatever. So
I put some. I'll put some podcast on in the background when I'm doing other things. So I'm not like 100% tuned in, but then I'll catch something and then I'll listen. I'm like, ooh, Oh, and then I'll putz around. I'm like, ooh,
I listened to our last one. I didn't. I don't think I watched it. I listened to it in the car. I was driving, had about a 15, 20-minute drive. I popped it into the car and listened to it as a audio,
a regular
podcast. Sounded good. Sounded very clear, very good. It was entertaining, and even though I knew what was coming, I had already forgotten enough. So it was, it was good. I actually forgot what we were talking about I'm like, oh, that's funny. Oh, did I say that or he say that? I don't remember.
And one of our Patreon supporters and longtime listeners and college roommate of mine, Paul Francis Riley.
Who?
Paul Francis Riley. Talk about a dead horse. He tends to listen. He has a workshop at his house, so he tends to put us on when he's doing stuff. So just when you, just when you start talking, he grabs like the bandsaw. That's not even a bandsaw, is it? The bandsaw is the big machine.
What about a lathe? Can you do a lathe impression?
I could.
Can you do a lathe?
On the Patreon page.
Let's hear the lathe.
No, you got to go to the Patreon page to hear the lathe.
Or maybe just go back to the captain with the iceberg coming.
Iceberg, right!
We'll make that a weekly.
Now, in a couple of different movies of the Titanic films, one of them they said, iceberg dead ahead. But in the bigger ones, they said iceberg right ahead. So which is it?
I don't know. That's a good question. My favorite is the Poseidon Adventure. Before Leslie Nielsen became known for being funny, he's the captain of the Poseidon. And if you watch it now, knowing Leslie Nielsen from Airplane and Police Squad and all those movies, it's hysterical because the wave is coming and it's gonna capsize the luxury cruise liner, and they're all looking at it, and Leslie Nielsen's like, "Oh my God!" Then he turns around and goes, "Happy New Year." And it looks just like an airplane. One of those, we're all counting on you. That kind of thing.
That's hysterical. I have to watch it. Yeah. I'll go on YouTube and just watch that scene. It's a 90-foot wave that hits the Poseidon Adventure broadside, right?
Yeah.
I thought they saw it coming on binoculars.
Well, they do. They see it. They see it coming, and they're just, I don't know why, but they're going right into it. And the thing it's just one of those waves that's going straight up.
Right.
It's just like going straight up, and they're like, "Oh my God, Happy New Year!" Boom. And then I heard a podcast last week or something, and somebody was talking about Gene Hackman working with Hackman, and they had told him how much they liked Poseidon Adventure, and Hackman had 2 words for him. He said, "Money gig." Money gig.
Money gig.
That was it. Money gig, and just walked away.
He played the priest, right? Gene Hackman was the priest.
Yeah, you're going the wrong way. He was trying to lead them out, and the ensign or whoever was walking them what he thought was would be up,
right?
But it was really down, and Hackman was taking them up. And then remember, he's turning the valve,
burning his hands.
Yeah.
The steam.
Yeah, you want another one? You want another?
He doesn't have like rags on his hands to protect him. He's like, ah.
Yeah, 8,100 whatever degrees, and he's got 2 rags. And but yeah, that was great. Shelley Winters, remember, she's the old swimming champion who now weighs 800 pounds.
Oompa Loompa, yeah. But she
anyway.
Well, spoiler alert: she sacrifices herself to save them, right?
She does. She gets there and opens up that valve, and they can all swim now because, old swimming champion was able to hold her breath.
She held her breath. She certainly had the lungs.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And it's great also to thank you.
I act things out. I act it all out.
It's great also to see what they think of as a cruise ship in 1975.
Oh, that was a dinghy.
Yeah, exactly.
No, at the time it was supposed to be one of the biggest, bigger than the Titanic at the time, which we all know. The Titanic is like 1/3 the size of these mega ships. Is that accurate?
Yeah. At least
one quarter.
Yeah. I've seen those. There's pictures where they show them
side by side.
Side by side. I mean, it's nothing. And then the girl, I forget who sang the song. Remember, there was a big hit song from the movie, and I think that was the actress, whoever the actress was. She sang it in the movie, but she was not singing.
Oh, really? A Milli Vanilli action in the 70s version or the 1997 version? Because the 1997
70s.
Yeah, because that was
version.
that was our Canadian French singer. What's her name there? The French singer, big time. She's in Vegas now, or was. She's a big golfer. Celine Dion.
No, I'm talking about the 70s. Poseidon.
I know. I like to bring up the other facts, make people out there think.
No, I was trying to think of the singer who had a big hit with that song. Do you remember the song from the Poseidon Adventure?
No.
It was a big.
No. If you played it, I would know it.
It was Morning After. There's got to be a morning after.
There's got to be a morning after. So they had the actors on the ship singing it, but it was actually wasn't like
a real singer.
Wasn't like a real like Carol Kane or something. Wasn't like someone huge. Carol King.
That's a good.
Carol King.
I can't think of. I can't pull the name of the singer right now. I don't think it was Carol King, but. You know what it was? Why's my head? I'm thinking, was it Maureen McGovern?
Something like that from the 70s. Someone who had a record deal in the late 60s and had a couple of big pop hits in the 70s and maybe a little bit into the 80s, and then is that the new Do?
Oh, by the way, look at the new.
That's the new Do.
I went to the wig shop.
You went to the wig shop,
and
it's what it is now that it's 1955 for the Two Dicks. It actually is starting to play a little bit. I don't know if a detective would have it that long, but certainly if he was going through a midlife crisis, he might do a little Elvis.
Well, that's perfect for me then. Yeah, I didn't want to get the old military, so I kept a little length in the back.
You got a little Billy Ray Cyrus action. Let me see.
Yeah. Well, I took a picture right before the wig shop started.
Yes. Oh yeah. Check out this picture. Now tell me what you think, because it looks like either A, he has sagging testicles. B, he has a bra supporting his sagging testicles, or he's got two little Land O'Lakes knees underneath the apron there.
It looks like I should be heading to the veterinarian and get freaking neutered. Holy God, those things are massive.
Yeah, you might want to have them lanced. Check them out.
Get clanking. They're clanking. People come up and want to relax. They just let them go and watch them clang. And remember that?
Ding-a-ling.
That was a thing back in I think the 70s. If you put it on your desk and you wanted to relax.
I want my own ding-a-ling. Didn't Chuck Berry do a song, My Ding-a-ling?
Chuck had
I want you to play with my ding-a-ling. Now, was it like a Hasbro toy from the 1960s that became very popular in the 70s?
I don't know.
Look this shit up.
I don't know.
I can. We are thought-provoking here.
Freaking closet. I'm throwing out a lot of references here.
We try to be thought-provoking so that you go and research stuff. You got your computer, you do a little Google, and then you chime in, you comment, you go, actually, Hasbro came out with the Ding-a-ling in 1964, and it didn't sell until 1969 when the song came out by Chuck Berry. I want to hear shit like that. And hit like.
Well, that one guy.
Oh, I lost my earbud.
Who's the guy?
I lost my earbud.
Oh, boy.
All right, not as drastic as when you lost your ear. Remember when you lost your earbud?
I lost my high school yearbook. I was very upset with all my autographs. One of my favorite teachers.
All right. What are we covering? Are we covering anything?
We covered everything. I think we went through the Poseidon Adventure and the clanking balls and all sorts of stuff. And I'm going to go take my leaf and go relax with it.
You should go put it underneath your apron at the wig shop. What is that called? You have an apron. What is the thing called when they put it around you? The apron at the hair cutter.
I've never thought of the name.
What is it?
I don't know. I didn't know there was
Comment below. Oh, it happened again.
Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, I know why. I've got them in the wrong ears. That's why there's a left and a right.
Son of a
I have
bitch.
a left and a right.
Jim Minnelli. Jim Minnelli will know. His father is a barber.
Jimmy? you're a longtime
Put it in the
listener,
comments.
and Jim is proud of his Two Dicks mug, by the way. He's always taking photos of it and such.
Good man. He gets up early and he throws on the Dicks and a cup of Joe, and he'll know what that apron bib thing is called.
Bib. It's a bib.
I don't think it's a bib.
Because a bib is just here, right?
I think a bib is small. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's like when you ever eat lobster and they want to give you the bib. I go, no. I'd rather get my shirt dirty than have a bib.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is that like in the movie Predator when he puts little notches and he collects the skulls and the spines? You want evidence of the kill.
Didn't see the film.
You never saw Predator, the original, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I don't care for him. I didn't care for his films.
Well,
I didn't care for his work.
Watch that one. I will finish Longmire if you watch that Predator, the first one. The ones after that are garbage.
Longmire has 7 seasons, so you better get busy.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Trying to get busy.
Yeah, trying to get busy. All right, let's wrap it up. Tune in to our Patreon members. Please tune in to the Tom Cotter interview coming up in a few days. And if you're not a member, go to the patreon.com//the2dicks. Iceberg, right!
Subscribe.
Mary.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.